Time for another bike tour. Recently I've been riding my lightweight bicycles and preparing for a 200K ride, which is coming up on April 28th. I'm going to try this randoneering thing, but that's a whole nother subject that we don't want to get into now. But you want to hear about bike touring, so as you can see here behind me, I've got my Kent Erickson all loaded up, and this is the same way I did Ragbri last year. I live in the Middle Tennessee area, and there's this nice little road called the Natchez Trace. Maybe some of you heard about it. It seems to be a bucket list item for a lot of cyclists to do. I ride the northern section, about the northern 30, 40, 50 miles quite often, but I've never really ridden the whole thing, so I think it's time I check that one off the list.
The Natchez Trace is a 444-mile recreational use only road that follows the old Natchez Trace, which is a trade corridor primarily used by Indians. We will be camping predominantly most of the time in cyclist-only friendly campgrounds along the way.
This coming Friday, I'm going to head down to Natchez, Mississippi with my touring friend Bill, and we're going to ride it from south to north. So hopefully I'll make a video of that one, and I'm sure it won't be unlike a whole lot of other videos of Natchez Trace, which is probably well overdone, but it'll be fun to do nonetheless. I've always wanted to do it since I've lived here. A lot of times we don't explore the things in our own backyard, so it should be fun to do. But we'll finish that one. I think we're going to take 8 or 9 days to do it. Not going to do it real fast nor real slow. And we might combine some days, make it a little shorter. We'll see how it goes. Today is Monday, April 8th, and it is Eclipse Day. And it's probably about 9 o'clock in the morning, so I got this bicycle all ready this weekend, and I'm just out doing a cruise around, doing a shakedown, make sure everything is stable. And so my Kent Erickson, I've got it all loaded up here. It's going to be very similar, like I said, when I did Ragbri last year on the 50th anniversary. So we're going to be using just simple dry bags up front with some little Trek holders on them. And I've got, let's see, I've got my Velo Orange hammered fenders on there. I like those. It's a little wet this morning. You see it's picking up a lot of debris. I'm using it's like a Ortlieb front bag. I've used it a couple times. It's all right. It's lighter weight, so I'm trying to go really lightweight. I've got my Arco trunk bag. That's my catch-all for everything that I want to use that's not in my panniers. We've got Ortlieb on the rear. So as you can see, I'm just not a Robert Beckman guy. I do use Ortlieb equipment. So, and it's pretty good. A little bit too much plastic for my liking, but hey, it's still good stuff. It'll work really well. And it's waterproof, you know, it's a black hole. I've got my newest Donati light here on the back. I can't remember the name of what they call that. It's really quite bright. It's pretty nice. So overall, the total weight of gear and bike is, drumroll, 48 pounds. That's right, 48 pounds. So that's pretty good for, you know, what I would call 3-season touring for spring, summer, and a little bit of fall when it doesn't get too cold. So I've got everything. Everything's in the bags, which is really nice. I don't have to strap a whole lot of stuff to the bike. You really can't see it from this side, but I'm just using a simple 2x transmission or 2x regular chain driven geared bike. I think it's got a Adventure SLK, so I've got a 3046 with I think it's a 1132 in the back. So looking forward to the trip. And maybe I'll post a short video as we drive down. Pretty day, a little overcast. We are supposed to have the eclipse today, so looking at these clouds, I don't know how much of that we're gonna see, but oh well, that's all right. It's all good. Passing just a bunch of farmland out here. Pretty area to ride. Somewhat lightly traveled roads. Nice little doggy there. He didn't bark at me, so that's a good thing. Didn't chase me. Rock steady, look at that. Woohoo! So even if I shake it side to side, I can't make it oscillate. See how I'm go side to side. There, No oscillations. Comes back. Awesome, awesome, awesome. That's what you want your touring bike to be able to do. It's just no hands, stable. If you have oscillations or shimmy, then you need to work on your weight distribution. I've struggled with it over time, but on this bike I've got it nailed down, and on my Commotion Americano I got it nailed down. Surprisingly, on my old Bruce Gordon, I still can get a shimmy. I know that sounds crazy, but thin tubing, you know. You never know what you'll find by the side of the road. This time we found missiles. I'm not exactly sure what they're here for. Maybe they're left over from Iraq and they're Scud missiles that were duds. No, I'm not really sure, but it is kind of funny. You just never know what the road's going to deliver.